What if I told you that China just built a bridge faster than you can finish a Netflix series? Or that they're creating entire islands out of the sea using machines so powerful that engineers across the world are literally speechless? From robot-built roads to 3D printed skyscrapers, China's mega machines aren't just impressive, they're rewriting the rules of engineering as we know it. In the past few years, while much of the world was focused on tech startups, social media, and self-driving cars, China quietly pulled off something absolutely jaw-dropping. They've taken the concept of mega construction and cranked it up to science fiction levels. From bridge-building monsters to tunnel-boring behemoths and even AI-controlled workforces, China's machines are redefining how fast, clean, and efficiently the modern world can be built. And the craziest part? Most of it happens so fast, the rest of the world is still catching up. Let's start with what's arguably the most mind-blowing of them all, the Iron Monster. This 640-ton bridge-building machine looks like something straight out of a Transformers movie. When regular cranes tap out, this beast steps in. Picture a massive steel creature slowly crawling across unfinished bridges, lifting and placing 900-ton concrete slabs with robotic precision, all without needing to reach down to the ground for support. It literally builds its own path as it moves forward. Here's the genius. The Iron Monster anchors itself on one side of a bridge pier, then hoists up the next segment like it's nothing. Once locked in place, it rolls forward using 64 rotating wheels, and boom, another section is done. With this machine, China has cut what used to take months of dangerous, manpower-heavy work down to just days. And it's not just any bridge it's building. This thing helped create the Yiban-Jinsha River Railway Bridge, a key link that slashed travel time between Sichuan and Guizhou provinces from 12 hours to just 3. Imagine turning a half-day trip into a morning commute. That's the level of efficiency we're talking about. But bridges are just one part of the story. Underneath the ground, another group of Chinese mega machines is rewriting engineering textbooks, the tunnel boring machines, or TBMs. Now, if you're from the US, you've probably seen videos of the massive Bertha TBM that dug tunnels in Seattle. Impressive, right? Well, China took that concept and basically turned it into an Olympic sport. Before 2008, they didn't even make their own TBMs. They had to import them from Germany and Japan, paying sky-high prices. Fast forward just over a decade, and now China makes 70% of the world's tunnel-boring machines. 7 out of 10 TBMs in operation right now? Chinese-made. That's a wild turnaround. Their biggest? The Shanghai TBM. This monster measures 475 feet long, weighs 5,000 tons, and cuts a 54-foot wide hole straight through solid rock, big enough to fit a 6-lane highway inside. It's currently being used to carve out the world's longest underwater tunnel beneath the Yangtze River. And the tech inside it is next level. Pressure-balanced cutter heads, real-time wear monitoring systems, dual slurry injections. Also, it can adapt to whatever terrain it's chewing through. What's even cooler is the way Chinese engineers keep innovating. They took inspiration from ancient blacksmithing techniques, specifically the Sword of Gujian, a 2,500-year-old blade that's still in perfect condition, to make the metal in their TBMs tougher and more resistant to pressure. Using modern metallurgy mixed with that ancient know-how, they're now building machines strong enough to handle deeper and longer tunnels than anyone thought possible. And while most countries still rely on circular TBMs, China even came up with rectangular ones. Why? Because rectangular tunnels are easier to use for utilities and need less finishing work afterward. It's like switching from drilling round holes to building perfect underground hallways straight out of Minecraft. Only these tunnels are real, and they're being used worldwide. But China's ambitions don't stop at land. They're literally expanding their territory with another mega machine, the island maker known as the MV Tiankunhao. It's a dredging ship designed to build islands out of the ocean floor. Think about that for a second. This ship digs up sand and silt from the seabed, then sprays it more than 9 miles away, piling it up until a brand new island rises out of the water. It's so efficient that it can move 6,000 cubic meters of material per hour. That's enough to fill 2 Olympic swimming pools, every single hour. Officially, China says they use it to restore coastlines and stop erosion. But let's be honest, many experts believe there's a strategic play here too. By creating artificial islands in disputed waters, China can extend its maritime borders. Political controversy aside, the machine itself is a floating engineering marvel. Part dredger, part factory, part sci-fi dream. Of course, when you're building entire cities, bridges, and islands, you're going to need cranes, and China's got those covered too. The XGC-8000 is a crawler crane that makes other cranes look like toys. Standing 470 feet tall and weighing over 5,000 tons, this beast can lift 4,000 tons in one go. That's roughly the weight of 26 blue whales. And when China needs even more power, they roll out the Honghai crane, capable of lifting 22,000 tons, setting a world record that's still unbroken. Imagine the coordination, engineering, and sheer muscle it takes to pull that off. And then remember that these are mobile cranes designed to move from project to project, but it's not just size that sets China apart, it's their speed and precision. They've embraced modular construction, a technique where buildings are assembled like Lego sets. Entire sections of homes, hotels, or hospitals are built in factories, then shipped to the site and stacked in place. In one famous example, a Chinese company built a 10-story apartment complex in just 28 hours. That's less than 2 days from empty lot to finished building. Then they broke their own record by putting up a 26-story skyscraper in 5 days. That same approach saved lives during the COVID-19 pandemic. When hospitals were overflowing, China built a 1,000-room medical facility from scratch in 10 days. No red tape, no delays, just rapid, organized teamwork combined with machines that never sleep. And now they're going even further, by 3D printing buildings. Using massive robotic arms that extrude concrete layer by layer, they can print entire homes, bridges, and even dams. These 3D printed structures are not only faster to build, but also cheaper, more sustainable, and surprisingly durable. One Chinese company printed 10 full-sized houses in a single day. 10. That's a number that should make any construction firm do a double take. They even built the world's tallest 3D printed building, and are currently working on 3D printing an entire 590-foot dam. No scaffolding, no formwork, no massive labor force, just precision engineering guided by AI. It's like watching the future of construction happen right in front of you. Of course, for any skyscraper to rise, you need concrete pumps, and China holds the record here too. Their Zoom Lion pump can deliver concrete 330 feet high, reaching the upper floors of most high-rises with ease. For even taller buildings, they've got line pumps that can push concrete over 2,300 feet vertically. That's nearly half a mile high. But perhaps the most jaw-dropping part of China's construction revolution is the automation behind it all. The country is now using AI-powered robots and self-driving construction equipment that can operate 24/7 without human supervision. We're talking about fleets of autonomous excavators, bulldozers, and cranes, all working together, guided by algorithms that optimize efficiency and precision. These machines are already being used to build the Yangkou Dam, a massive project that will be constructed entirely by AI and robotics without a single human on site. And for smaller, detailed work like bricklaying or plastering, China has robots for that too. These specialized bots can lay thousands of bricks a day, apply perfect layers of plaster, and even smooth concrete floors, all faster and more consistently than humans. Now, this level of automation naturally raises questions about jobs. What happens when robots can do almost everything in construction? It's a tough one, and the answer isn't simple. But one thing's clear. China isn't waiting for the rest of the world to catch up. They're proving that AI, robotics, and human ingenuity can combine to reshape entire industries. All of this paints a clear picture. China has turned construction into a high-tech art form. Whether it's a bridge rising across a canyon, a tunnel cutting through a mountain, or a building printed from digital blueprints. These mega machines are showing the world what's possible when innovation meets sheer determination. And while it's easy to be amazed by the raw power and precision of these machines, it's also a sign of where global construction is headed. The US, Europe, and other nations are starting to take notes, realizing that the future of infrastructure isn't just about manpower, it's about machine power, data, and speed. So when engineers around the world say they're speechless, they're not exaggerating. China's mega machines have done the impossible, and they're just getting started. China's mega machines are more than just engineering marvels. They're proof that the future of construction is fast, smart, and almost unbelievable. From AI-built dams to 3D-printed skyscrapers, these machines have changed what humanity can achieve when innovation takes the driver's seat.